Let's do another example from the Uno cards. Okay, let's see. 53 and 24. Okay. 53 plus 24. So I'm going to start with 53, although it doesn't really matter. Oops. And I'm going to jump ahead 24. And I like to start with it just in expanded form and see where it gets me. And look at it and see if I can do that. 53 plus 20. I know 5 plus 2 is 7, so 50 plus 20 would be 70. So then this would be 73. So I think I can do that. So that'll put me at 73. And then 3 plus 4 is 7. So 73 plus 4 would be 77. But I could also break that down even more. And this time I'm going to start at 53. But I'm going to do jumps of 10 because 10 is easier for me to add than 20. So I know I need 2 jumps of 10. And then a jump of 4. But I also know that 2 is easier for me to add than 4. So I can make 2 jumps of 2. And that'll be the end. So this is a total of 10, 20, 22, 24. It's still 24 total jumps both times. It's just broken apart in a different way each time. So 53 plus 10, 63 plus 10, 73. 73 plus 2 would be 75. And then 75 plus 2 would be 77. And I can do it the opposite and put the smallest number first if I wanted to. So I could start with 24 and make 53 jumps. So plus 50 plus 3. And wherever I end up, it should be 77. But we'll do it and see. And let's go ahead and break that apart. So if I start at 24 and I want to make 50 jumps, I could split 50 into 30 and 20, or 10 and 40. Kind of up to you. I kind of like 20 and 30, I think. Or I could do 20 plus 20 plus 10. Doesn't matter. And then plus 3. Okay, so 24 plus 20, that puts me at 44. 44 plus 30, I know 4 plus 3 is 7, so that would be 74. And then plus 3 more. 4 plus 3 is 7, so that puts me at 77. Same answer. Okay, I want us to try a 3-digit number too. And don't start on 3-digit numbers until you get pretty good at 2-digit numbers. But I want to show it to you while I got you here. So the first number we're going to do is 406. And let's see if I can get all those numbers in there. 136 is what I pulled out, so I'm going to write that. All right, 406 plus 136. And so for the adults who are watching, notice that if I just lined these up like normal, I would have to do regrouping very first thing. I would have to carry very first thing because 6 and 6 is more than 10. When I use a number line, it makes regrouping so much easier because you do it without even really realizing that you're doing it. So I'm going to start with 406, and I'm going to add on one thing at a time. 136. And so whatever I get here is going to be the answer. Okay. So I might be able to do that just like that. 406 plus 100 is going to be easy. I just take my hundreds place and add one to it. So that makes it 506. Then 506 plus 30, I don't have anything in the tens place, so I'm just going to add 3 tens, which makes 536. Now, 536 plus 6. I might need to break that 6 down a little bit, or if I know 6 and 6 is 12, then 36 plus 6 would have to be 42. So that would put me at 542. That's the regrouping part, and that's the hard part, but it's easier to move 6 jumps ahead than it is to try to remember to put something here and something else here. That is really confusing for 8-year-olds and some adults. So that's why I like the number line strategy better, because this is a whole lot easier for me to remember where to put everything and what goes in what place, because I'm just moving forward on a number line. It's just one thing after another. And so when I got here, I was like, oh, that's kind of tricky. So let's do it and break that 6 apart, because it wasn't really very tricky until that point. So if I do plus 100, plus 30, now I'm at 536. So I want to try to get to the next 10 and then go on, because 10s are easy. So 6 plus what would give me 10? 4. So I'm going to do a jump of 4 and then a jump of 2, because 4 plus 2 is 6. So jump 100, that puts me at 506, plus 30, 536. 536 plus 4 would be 540. Yeah, 540. Then I got 2 more, 542. And that is my answer. No carrying, no remembering what to put where. Simple. And if I put it and do it the other way and put 136 first, it's going to be just as easy. So this time I'll start with 136, and I'm going to jump 400, oops, and then 6. I have no 10s, so that's only 2 jumps. Not bad. 136 plus 400, forget about this. 400 plus 100 is 500, and then I still have that 36. 536 plus 6. Again, that's where the regrouping is, but I know that 536 plus 6 is going to be, 6 plus 6 is 12, so it's just going to be one more 10, which brings us to 542. But I could also break that 6 down just like we did before and do add 400, and then instead of adding 6, I can add 4 and 2, or I could do something different. I could do 3 and 3. That's not going to be as helpful to me as 4, because 4 is going to get me to the next 10. So 136 plus 400 is 536, plus 4 would be 6 plus 4 is 10. So the next 10 after 36 would be 540, and then plus 2, 542. So now I've gotten the answer 4 different ways, and there are lots of other ways besides just these 4. So you might take some of these that we've done together and see if you can figure out more ways to do them, more ways to break the numbers apart, and more ways to get the same answer. Okay, I'm going to put up just a quick little chart to help you remember the steps to doing this. So the first step is to draw the number line and label your start, which I've done in green. The second step is to do your jumps of the second number, which I've done in pink. And then the third step is just wherever you end up, that's your answer.